Hi guys, so basically I'm back. Really quickly, I also want to show you how to use Gulp, which minifies all the files we made. So if you want to decrease the package size, so basically, you go on Google and you go to Gulp npm, and that basically is what we'll be using. So we're using no package manager. So you want to make sure you go to nodejs.org or just Google Node.js, I think, and then you can download Node for this because it uses no package manager, and here's good documentation on it. Um, But for what I'll be doing here is, you see I already installed like the packages here, but I'll just go through that piece again. So I made a get init. You get init, you fill out the options here. So I did that. These are all dev dependencies I'm using. So I did npm install, and then I just installed it, and then I changed the dev dependencies. I had it as regular dependencies by accident, but to do dev dependencies, you do capital D for global dev dependencies. And it'll be gulp, and then it'll be gulp image min for minifying images, gulp uglify for JS files, gulp concat to basically put all of our JS files into one file, and then gulp clean CSS to minify the CSS. So those are the five that we'll be using there. Those are all dev dependencies. Um, you dash dash save to save in your JSON as well at the very end of that line. And then, so that's I already installed it, so I don't have to do that again. But you also want to do npm install dash g for global, and then gulp, and then dash CLI, I think. That because we need to use the CLI from gulp in order to do that. You want to globally install it so we can use gulp commands. And so basically what we want to do is we want to create a file, and this has to be called gulp file. So make sure you're in your root file, and then you do gulp file JS. It has to be called gulp file, otherwise it won't work. I'm pretty sure. Maybe you can change the name with some config setting, but when I was doing it, it had to be called gulp file camel case. And so inside of here, we can use ES6. I encourage you to download the actual Gulp JS Beginners repository and pull it from GitHub to do this because I made some changes. In the beginners thing, I had ES6, but I changed all this to ES5 syntax here. Otherwise, it won't work. So all of it has to be ES5, the entire thing there. So for Gulp, now the Gulp file itself can be use ES6 JavaScript, but everything else has to be ES5 for this to work. So it'll be Gulp like that, and then we want to bring in the rest of them. So I call this image min. Then it'll be Gulp image min like that. Then we want the uglify, and this is basically to minify the JavaScript files. So that'll be Gulp uglify. Then we want to bring in concat, which basically puts all the JavaScript files into one JavaScript file before we minify it. And then we can do clean CSS, which basically minifies the style sheet for us, which is the CSS style sheet, like that. And so now what we want to do is we want to create paths just to keep this cleaner because you might have like more than one thing. And so this is like just the object literal. And so we want a styles field for our CSS, a scripts field for our JavaScript, and images for our images. And you can do whatever you want with that. You can change the name whatever you want. You can see I also got rid of the PDF file thing. I actually haven't really looked into it. I'm not even sure if you can minify like files like that with Gulp. I'm not even sure if you can. So that's why I got rid of it for the basically for this video. And so what I'm going to do is styles source, which is where the files are at. And so you can see I have a styles thing, and that's where our CSS style sheet is. So anything with the ending of CSS we want to basically minify. So we can do star for everything dot CSS. So anything with the CSS MIME type or file extension, file name extension, and that's what we want to minify. And we want a destination for where we want to output it after it's minified. And I'm going to call it build/styles. You can call it dist or whatever you want. Then I'm going to do one for the scripts. That's simply going to be the same thing. So source, but then I want this to be because we want to do JavaScript like that, and then basically anything that is the .javascript MIME type, so like that. And then we want the destination to be build/scripts. So just do it like that. And then last but not least, I also want to do images, and that'll be the source of images slash anything. And then, I mean, you can do multiple ones for this. I'm going to do JPEG because I only have one image in there and it's a JPEG MIME type. It has a MIME type of JPEG, so I'm going to just do that. And then you can do build/images like that for the destination. And those are all of our paths. And so now we want to basically use Gulp task. And I'm going to start it with Gulp.task. And then you can name these whatever you want. I'm going to say start message like that. And then you want to use function with a callback of done. And then we want to simply just log a message here. So we can do console log. And then we say Gulp is running like that. And then we pass in done to let it know that it's done with this, basically this task. And so if we come here, we can actually do Gulp now because we had that Gulp CLI, and we can do the name of the task. So if we do Gulp start message, you can see Gulp is running right there. So now what we want to do is create a few more. So we want to do Gulp for images. You can do any order you want, but we'll do images. It'll be like that. That'll be the name of the task. And we want to pass in a function of done again for the callback. And so I want to do, and then you can see this is ES5 syntax instead of the arrow function. And so basically this is gulp.source, and then we'll do paths, remember, images, source. And remember that's like basically the path of the images that we have right here in this object literal. And so then when we do that, now we want to actually .pipe. This is basically what we want to minify, so we pipe it. And basically what we want to do is we want to pipe the image min function, which basically will minify any images with that .jpeg MIME type. And then what we want to do is do pipe again, because after that one's done, we can run another one. And what we want this one to do is we want to set the destination. So we want to do gulp.dest, and that's going to be that paths.images.destination that we set in that object literal. And then after that, we just want to call done like that to let it know. So we want to do that same format 2 more times, but we want to do it for the style sheets and then the scripts. So it'll be task, and then it'll be styles like that. And then we want to pass in the function with the callback of done. You can name done whatever you want to. So we'll do styles like that. Gulp.source, and then it'll be paths.styles.source. Then we just simply want to pipe like that. And then I want to pass in that clean CSS module. And then we want to pass in the destination. So it'll be gulp.dest, and then the destination. So it'll be paths.styles.destination, which is where we want it to go. And then we want to return done like that, or not return it, we'll call it like that. And then we want to do it one more time for JavaScript files. So it'll be scripts, and then function of done. And then we want to do gulp.source, paths.scripts.source like that. And then we want to do, now for this one, we want to put all of our JS files in one JS file before we minify it. So we want to use that concat, and we can name that JS file anything we want. I'll do main.js, and that'll be inside of the build folder that we basically have set as our destination here. That'll be there when we minify everything. Now we want to actually minify it, so that's what uglify is used for. Then we want to pass in the destination, so gulp.destination like that. And it'll be paths.scripts.destination. Then we just simply want to do done again like that. And then we simply want to now run it all at once. So we don't have to run each separate one in the command line. We can just do like, we can name it whatever we want, main, and then we can do gulp.series. And then what we want to do is we want to just pass in every single, like the name of every single one that we name, like every task. So we'll do start message, image, images like that, styles, and then scripts. And so now after we do that, and we come to the terminal, and we do gulp main, you can see everything here is ran and it's done. And then you can see if we go to our build folder, the image is is like it's minified. We have the scripts here. And it's just for less like space. You see it's all on one line now. And then we have the style sheet, which is also all on one line. So that's what the minify does. I've already uploaded this thing to GitHub for you. Everything will be in there except that build folder, which you can just generate once you download the modules and then run it. And so yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time.